to an alternative version of my vlog. I'm away from home. We've come away for a few days down to the Quantocks. I like the Quantocks. I like to ride mountain bikes in the Quantocks, but unfortunately that ain't happening at the moment. So yeah, so we are in quite a lovely area. It's quite spectacular really. So yeah, which is nice. I thought I'd come for a bit of a walk and have a bit of a chat. As you can see, still out the sling, which is good. There's not much going on really. I probably just got shot up my nose. Dropped into the Quantocks earlier today. Went for a bit of a walk with the dog, which was quite pleasant. I went to Great Wood. I've only ever been there before to go riding, so it was quite nice to just go for a walk around the fire roads and stuff. And it was just really nice. It's all right. It's good. It's good to be out and stretching the legs really. Yeah, the dog was a complete dickhead. He just wanted to play with every other dog in the world that he could find. Once he burnt off a bit of steam and we got away from other dogs, he was a better behaved pooch, but he was an absolute cock for a large period of it. So what are you going to do, hey? So, but yeah, no bike riding for me down here. You see, it's a bit too soon for that sort of thing, but I'm getting there. My arm, I'm actually holding the phone with my arm, it's feeling stronger. I'm playing more and more drums, which is rad. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying it really. I was meant to be playing a festival on Friday. I won't be playing. We've got a guy called John playing drums for it now, but we are playing Midsummer Groove Fest, and I will be vocalising over that like a complete bell end. But yeah, that's going to be weird. Normally I have a drum kit to hide behind and I can keep myself to myself and no one really knows where the voice is coming from, and I quite like it like that because it means that I don't know, it's like you're a bit more exposed when you're stood at the front and you haven't got an array of cymbals to hide behind. So yeah, but ow, I can't quite bend my arm properly yet, but yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and yeah, so that'll be good. So if anyone's about at Midsummer Groove Fest, I think there's only they've limited the numbers to it, so I don't know whether you managed to get tickets or what you even do about it. It's a nice little festival, but yeah, it's worth coming down for a nose if you want to come down. I think we are actually headlining this one, which is good. I think Snazback is on before us as well, which is an amazing Bristol band, really really good. I'll try and pop a link in below. As always, if ever I talk about stuff, there's usually a link somewhere below for you to kind of click on and go and see exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, that's about it really. I made a conscious decision probably about yesterday or the day before that I'm going to lose a good chunk of weight. I'm going to try and lose a good chunk of weight, because after all of this I'm like the heaviest I have ever been. So I wish I could say it was all muscle, but it definitely ain't all muscle. And it's not even that sort of flabby fat, it's that hardcore fat. It's the one that makes your stomach look like you're it's very, very solid, and that is a bad look. So I'm going to try and ditch some weight. Or just looking in the field, try and ditch some weight. I'm going to try and get a bit more fitter, a bit fitter. So yeah, so I signed up to a mountain bike fitness thing. It's like a 12-week program. Do it all at home. that sort of stuff. But my aim is to ride normal bike rather than my e-bike for a good chunk and see what happens. I've got to be careful because my knee doesn't like that, but I think if I manage it well, I should be all right, which would be good. Yeah, so I'm hoping come the start of September I'm free of all the stuff that they basically I get my arm back at the start of September, and I can do pretty much what I want within reason. So I'm hoping that will turn into a point where I can actually actively start training and start working harder. I'd like to get fitter. I think I need to set some goals. I don't know what I'm going to set. I know I want to get down to 95 kilos, which is quite a step. I'm currently 107 in the nude. So, but yeah, I like 95. I take 98, but I prefer 95. But yeah, so we can try that, see how we get on. Trying to eat better. Just bought some Shoop, I think that's how you pronounce it, SHUUPE, breakfasty type stuff. It's like a milkshake type thing, but I'm gonna try doing this by calorie counting, which I don't know, everyone's got different opinions on these things, but I am wondering whether calorie counting will work quite well for me. Although my biggest problem is I like to eat and I don't like not eating, and I am a hangry individual. So we'll have to see how that pans out. But yeah, so that's my plan. So start of September, I'm gonna get stuck in. I'm gonna try and ditch 10 kilos, you know, something like that. 12 kilos. And I'm going to try and get fitter. So I ride a bike without a motor more. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to achieve this. I hope I can. But yeah, I don't. The other thing is I always question whether I should talk about this, because it almost feels like when you talk about it, you put too much pressure on yourself. But again, I don't know. We shall see. We'll see what we get out of it. So anyway, so yeah, so that's kind of where I am. I'm in the Quantox geographically. Mentally, I'm all right. I have plans. I should be back to work in September. So yeah, it's all looking pretty good. So anyway, thanks for coming back. Feel free to like and subscribe. I'm getting quite good at that bit now. And definitely, you know, any comments, pop them in. No one really comments that much, so, but if you do comment, I mean, if I'm just talking to myself, that's how it is, but it's good to talk. Anyway, I hope you're all good. Take care, bye.